Welcome to Technology for Blind YouTube channel. I am back with another interesting video. So this is called Hyper-V. Okay, now recently I have done a tutorial about VMware player, how to use the VMware player. Now I have got a comment from my viewer asking about the Hyper-V virtual machine manager, do a tutorial about Hyper-V virtual disk manager. So I haven't used the software, so I had to research it and I had to use it, so it took some time. By the way, now it's done. So before getting into the tutorial, I'd like to mention some things to be noted, which are the compared to VMware player, this is not the optimal accessible product for blind when it comes to screen reader support, etc. And also when it comes to VMware, it is so much simple. There are no any prerequisites and crashes, etc. Now when it comes to the Hyper-V virtual disk manager, there are some prerequisites, and also most of the time the system will crash. Obviously the nvda will crash, and sometimes there are some unsupported operating systems too, which means you cannot install Linux, etc. To this Hyper-V virtual disk manager, which means you can only run Windows operating systems, which is an unfortunate situation. However, if you are visually impaired, if you can see a little bit, then this process will be so much easier than if you cannot see. If you cannot see, also you can do it, but there are some unfortunate situations where you cannot do some of the things. Okay, so I recommend you to use the VMware virtual disk manager, VMware player, to play with virtual disks, because it is the most accessible VMware client we have when it comes to screen reader support. And also if you are completely blind, the VMware player will be the best solution for you to play around with the virtual machines. Okay, so when it comes to Hyper-V, you will need to run Windows 10 Pro, okay, Windows 8 or Windows 10 Pro or Enterprise editions, which means you cannot use Hyper-V in Windows 10 Home, etc., Home Basic, Education, etc. And by default the Hyper-V manager is not enabled, so you have to go to the Windows features dialog and you have to enable it. Now I will show how to do that. Yeah, so let's get started without further ado. And if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, please post it in the comment section. It would help me a lot. And if you didn't understand anything, please mention it. I will try my best to clarify you with all those terms. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Right, now open the start and type Windows features.
Word,
okay,
app, turn, Windows fax and scan, app, press right to switch, turn Windows features on or off, control panel, press right to switch, preview 1 of 3.
you can press enter, or you can
Desktop list,
first
run dialog, type the name of a
open the
program.
run and type appwiz.cpl and press enter
Desk programs and features, folder,
to open the programs and features dialog, and press shift tab.
command module toolbar to uninstall a program, so turn Windows features on or off, link, turn Windows features on or off.
Now press enter on this.
Windows features, OK button, Windows features preview, program, Win system
Okay.
submenu space.
This is also the Windows features dialog. Now find the Hyper-V something.
Restore unavailable R. System submenu space, Windows, OK but Windows features
Press H,
Hyper-V checkbox selected, not checked, collapsed.
press space bar
Tab checked.
and press enter,
Windows features, cancel button exits the wizard.
and it will load.
Restart now button navigates
Now
to the next
you
page,
have
Alt
to
plus N.
restart the system in order to enable the Hyper-V. Okay,
Don't repress desktop list, his PC 1 of 10.
so I will be back after restarting my system. Righto. Now to open the Hyper-V, simply press the start,
Start window. Cortana window.
and the easiest way is to type Hyper-V, Hy,
Hyper-V Manager app. Press right to switch preview 1 of 3.
press enter.
Hyper-V Manager preview level 0. Hyper-V Manager 1 of 1. Expand.
Or you can go to the control panel and administrative tools, and there will be an option called Hyper-V. Okay, so before diving into the process, I would like to say some more. Now, if you want to install Windows 7 or older operating systems, the audio will not be available, unfortunately. If you want the audio, you have to install Windows 8 or Windows 10. There is an option called enhanced session on this Hyper-V, which enables to use the host operating systems resources like audio and printers, drives, etc. Now, when it comes to Windows 7, it is not available. Okay, now for an example, I have installed Windows 7.
Virtual preview desktop bar, virtual machines list Win 7 state off.
Yeah. Now you have to first of all
Context
right
menu.
click.
Connect O. Settings E. Start S. Checkpoint C. Revert V. Move V.
The checkpoints means like a restore points. Okay.
Export. Rename. Delete. Help H. Connect O.
First of all, you have to press connect, not start. Okay.
Hyper Win
Connect.
7 on desktop R2LK0CP. Status bar.
Now you will be prompted with a small window. Now press Alt
File Alt plus F.
and press right.
Settings. CTRL plus Alt plus Delete. Start T.
Start. Now press start.
Status bar. Pane. Input capture window.
Now the Windows 7 will be loaded to the system, but the audio will not be there, and we cannot get the audio. I have researched on the internet. It is not available. And when it comes to the VMware, Hyper-V, if you want to get the input, the keyboard and mouse to the host system, which is the current live operating system, you have to press Control Alt left arrow.
Status bar.
Now I am in the my actual live real operating system, and now you can press Windows plus up arrow to make the virtual machine full screen.
Pane. Input capture window.
Now we have got a full screen dialog, and also the input has went through the actual virtual machine. Okay, now as you can see, unfortunately we don't have the audio. Okay, now we don't have the audio, but the system is working fine. Okay, now let's see how to install. Now in this time I'm going to be installing Windows 10 because we cannot get the audio support for Windows 7.
File. Start Win 7 on desktop R2LK0CP.
Now we have to close this
Hyper-V
dialog
Win
also.
7 on desktop. File Alt set Exit X. Hyper-V
Exit.
Manager. Virtual machines list.
Now
Preview. Desktop R2LK0CP 1 of 1
you
level
have to
1.
come to this tree view, and this desktop R2K means my computer name. Okay, now you have to right click this computer name.
Context menu. Quick create. New submenu N.
You go to new sub menu
Virtual machine M.
and virtual machine.
Hyper new virtual machine wizard. Do not show this page again. Checkbox not checked. Alt plus D.
Okay, now press
Next greater button Alt plus N.
next. Okay,
Pressed name. Edit Alt plus M. Selected new virtual machine.
let's give a name.
Select
Windows 10
Windows 10. Virtual.
virtual machine.
Store the virtual machine in a different location. Checkbox not checked. Alt plus
Yeah,
S.
I'd like to be stored
Checked.
in a different location.
Load browse. Pressed. Select item groups not items view list. Items view list. Items view list. Folders grouping. Devices and rations. F. Items view. Control new submenu W.
Create a
New.
new
Select folder dialog.
folder.
Selection.
Windows 10 VM.
Windows 10 VM row 3 column 218 of 18. Edit multi. Windows selected. Selection. Windows 10. VM. Windows 10 selected. Selection room. Windows row. Item folder. Select folder button. Pressed. New virtual browse. Less previous. Next pressed. Generation 1 radio button. Check Alt plus.
Yeah, now I am not aware of this generation 1 and
Generation 2 radio.
generation 2, but in simple manner, generation 1 is the oldest and generation generation 2 is the newest, which means in generation 1 you will get only the keyboard support. In generation 2 you will get the UEFI, which means the mouse, keyboard, etc., which is little bit modern. Okay, now let's leave it
Generation 1 radio.
as generation 1.
More less previous button.
Let's press
Next, press startup memory. Edit Alt plus M. Selected
startup
1024.
memory.
Selection removed.
Let's give 4096, which means 4 GB.
4090. Use dynamic memory for this virtual machine. Checkbox. Check Alt plus
Yeah,
U.
use dynamic memory means it will be using the random access memory RAM if it is needed, which means it will not completely load up the RAM with full, which is very important if you have any low system, only 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, etc.
Less previous cancel button. Before you begin, specify before cancel. Use dynamic less previous button. Alt plus cancel button. Before you specify assign memory link. Startup memory. Use less previous but cancel button. Let's use dynamic memory for this virtual machine. Checkbox. Check Alt plus startup memory. 4097.
4097.
47 blank. 7. Use less next greater button. Alt plus rest connection. Combo box not connected. Collapse Alt plus C.
This is network
Default switch.
Now I am not aware of this. I'm sorry about that. I'd like to be not connected to this network.
Not connect. Let's next greater pressed. Use this option to create a VHDX dynamically expand.
Now there are options. Okay.
Create a virtual hard disk radio. But use this option to see users public document. Use an existing virtual hard. Use this option to create a virtual summary link. Use location. Edit Alt plus L. Selected F. Windows.
It's a self-explanatory, guys.
Browse. But size. Edit Alt plus S. Selected 127.
I think
selection
this is
removed.
in GB, so let's make it 30.
Less previous. Next greater pressed. Install an operating system later radio button. Check Alt plus L. Install an operating system from a bootable CD/DVD ROM radio button. Check Alt plus C. Media grouping. Combo box collapsed. Install an operating system from a bootable floppy disk radio. Install an operating system later radio button. Less previous button.
The ISO option is not available.
Media. Install.
So let's click the later button.
Next greater button. Press unavailable to create the virtual machine. Less previous finish but press creating new virtual machine. Configuring memory. Configuring the network adapter. Adding net on the Hyper-V manager. Preview. Desktop.
Okay. Now
level 1 desktop R2L. Virtual machine list. Windows 10 virtual machine.
And select the Windows 10 virtual machine and press right click.
Context menu connect. Settings. Start settings. Settings for Windows 10 virtual machine. BIOS add hardware select. BIOS selected collapse boot from security. BIOS selected.
BIOS and press tab.
Startup order grouping. Select the order in which boot devices are checked to start the operating system. List CD not selected.
CD, which means whenever the system boots, it will check for the CD and
CD. Legacy network.
IDE. IDE means the hard drive. Okay, so it is okay.
BIOS security select. Memory select. Processor selected. I control processors.
Processor.
1.
Let's
2.
give
4.
4.
Process toolbar. Apply button pressed. Unavailable. Toolbar. Processor selected. Collapsed forward. Memory processors. I controller 0. Hard drive. I controller 1 selected. DVD drive selected. Collapse none.
DVD drive.
Controller. Combo box. I controller 1 collapse location. Combo box 0 in use. Collapse Alt 1. Media grouping to remove the virtual CD/DVD drive from this virtual machine. Click remove. Non-radio button check image file. Radio button check Alt plus I edit. Browse pressed. Open item Kali Linux 2019.Win10 1800. Media grouping to remove the virtual. Remove button. OK cancel. Apply button pressed. Toolbar. Combo box Windows 10. DVD.
And there are settings to be changed.
DVD drive. SCSI. Network adapter select. COM1. COM2. Diskette management.
These are advanced settings, so if you know what you are doing, please do it. Okay,
name selected. Collapse Windows 10 integration services selected.
Integration services. Okay,
services grouping. Examples of services
tab, and you have to check all of
time
the
synchronization checkbox selected check.
Check boxes.
Data exchange checkbox selected checked. Heartbeat checkbox selected checked. Backup volume shadow copy checkbox selected checked. Guest services checkbox selected not checked. Checked. OK but cancel. Apply button. Alt pressed. Toolbar. Combo tool cancel. OK button. Alt plus O.
The settings are done.
Press Hyper-V manager.
Okay.
Windows 10 virtual machine.
And press
context connect. O.
Connect.
Hyper Windows 10 virtual machine on desktop R2L case.
And
file alt settings. CTRL start T.
Start.
Pane.
Okay.
Pane. Input capture window.
Now you have to press.
Which virtual machines? Hyper-V manager. Line up position. Windows 10 virtual machine. Line up. Hyper-V manager. Hyper-V manager. Windows 10. Windows 10 virtual machine on desktop R2LK0CP virtual machine connection. Status bar. File alt plus F. Status bar. Pane. Input capture window.
Okay, now press. Now in this time you need like sighted assistant because there are no any speeches. Okay, unfortunately. But okay, now the product key activation, you have to press shift tab and press space bar, and the Windows 10 editions as usual. Now Let's select something random, press enter, and license agreement, press enter, and custom. Or you can use the OCR.
Recognizing result document. Windows IO virtual machine on desktop R2LKKP. Windows setup. Where do you want to install Windows? Drive O unallocated space. Total size 300 GS. Format. Free space type 300. Star new. Refresh. Load driver. Delete. Extend.
Okay. Now
Hyper-V manager. Pane. Input capture window.
press enter. Okay. Now the Windows is getting installed.
Pane. Recognizing result document. Windows window install status. Copying Windows files. Getting files ready for installation. 0%.
0%. Okay. So as usual, it may take some time.
Hyper-V manager.
So
Windows 10 virtual Windows 10 virtual machine. State. Running. CPU usage. 1%. Assigned memory. 1080 MB. Uptime. 00150. Configuration version. 9.0. Windows 10 virtual machine. State. Running. CPU usage. 1. Windows 10. Windows 10 virtual.
Okay.
Propane.
So
Input capture window.
yes, please wait. I will be back after the installation process completes.
Pane.
So guys, the system has been restarted, and it says just a moment.
Recognizing result document. Just a moment. Pane.
Now when it comes to this timing, there are lots of time consuming, guys. Now I have been waiting for about 15 minutes now. Compared to VMware, this is very slow. Okay, so
Physical. 3.46 GB.
3.46 GB used my RAM, and the speed is not great. I'm not happy with that. So again, I am recommending you to use the VMware player to play around with the virtual machines, because it is the most accessible and lightweight product. Okay, so I will be back after installation process completes. Now we have got the setup. Okay, so let's see
Input capture window.
whether we can get narrator turned on by pressing in Windows plus Control plus enter. I'm not sure. Oh yes, the audio is not available, unfortunately. Yes, the audio is not available. By the way, now we have to press. Now for this you need a sighted assistant to set up Windows 10. Okay,
Pane.
or you can use the OCR function. I'm not sure whether
Start window. Windows 10 virtual machine on desktop.
not.
Recognizing result document. Windows let's connect you to a network. Ethernet. Not connected. Skip for now. Pane. Input
for
capture
now.
window.
You can click from the OCR function. Very great, that one.
Pane.
Please wait.
Recognizing result document. Network. Connect now to save time later. Connect to the internet now and we'll get your updates out of the way and have your apps like Office ready for launch when you land on your desktop. Select yes to no. Pane. Input capture window. Pane.
You can press Control plus Alt plus left arrow to get the input to the real system, the host. Oh,
Recognizing result document. Account. Who's going to use this? What name? Bullet NE. Next. Bullet NE. What name do you want to use? Bullet NE. Pane. Op 64. Windows 10 virtual machine on desktop R2LK0ZP virtual machine connection. Pane. Input capture window.
now you have to type a name. Okay, what's next?
Pane. Recognizing result to make Cortana your personal assistant. Hey look, can I have permission services?
No,
Select Cortana device when your patterns, messages, and you can always learn more. Decline. Pane. Input
Decline.
capture window.
Let's click this. Oh,
Pane.
what is this?
Recognizing result of services. Do more across devices with activity history. If you react Microsoft learn more. No. Pane.
No.
Input capture window.
I don't want anything.
Pane.
Now
Recognizing result document.
this is
Windows IO virtual machine on desktop R2LKKP services. Choose privacy settings for your device. Microsoft puts you in control of your privacy. Choose time. Online. Use your voice for dictate. Use Windows voice date. Yes. Find my device. Come on. Find you. Find your my yes. Inking and send inking recognition on window. Yes. Get locate Windows your low. Yes. Send browse device L full. Tailor to let Microsoft data you of your personal products. Learn more. Learn more. Learn more. Learn more. Pane.
simply press enter.
Pane. Input capture window.
Okay.
Pane. Recognizing result doc. Just a moment.
Okay, now in a minute we will be landed on the desktop. Okay, So
display configuration grouping. Choose the size of your desktop for interacting with the virtual machine. Drag the slider all the way to the right to use the full screen. Slider 75.
now this dialog box signifies the enhanced mode has been enabled in default. Okay, so before powering up the virtual machine, go and enable the integration services that guessed something. All of the checkboxes needed to be checked. Okay, so
show options button alt plus O. Display configuration grouping 100.
let's press 100.
Show option pressed. Display configuration grouping.
options.
Display save my settings. Hide options. Tab control. Save my settings for future connections to this virtual machine. Checkbox not checked. Alt plus
You
S.
have to check this box.
Checked. Hide connect help tab. Display save my settings. This display tab
Tab.
select. Local resources tab selected.
Local resources.
Remote audio grouping settings. Button alt pressed. Remote audio playback grouping. Play on this computer radio button checked. Alt plus
Play
D.
on this computer.
Remote audio recording grouping. Do not record. OK button.
Do not record.
Connect to local devices and resources grouping. Printers checkbox check Alt plus T.
I don't want to use printers because I don't have.
Not check. Clipboard checkbox check Alt plus L.
What does matter?
More button alt plus hide options button alt tab pressed.
More. Yeah, that's
Local resources. OK cancel button. Local devices and resources grouping. Choose the devices and resources on this computer that you want to use in your remote session. Preview. Smart cards checkbox selected checked. OK cancel button.
Let's leave it
OK
as
press tab
default.
control. Hide options button. Connect button. Help tab control. Local help connect button.
Connect.
Pressed. Pane. Pane. Input capture window.
Okay. Now, oh, we've got the system in full screen. I think we have got the narrator up and running. What's this?
Narrator quick start.
Yes, narrator.
Heading level 1. Learn the desktop list.
So guys, this is how you can install Windows on Hyper-V.
Start window. Search. Search
usual.
box. Desktop list. Recycle bin. One of. Search
You
window.
want to go to this PC.
Settings window.
Oh, sorry.
S. Search window. Search box. Editing this PC.
Okay, this PC. Here is
This PC. Devices and drives. DVD drive. D. Local disk. C. 2 of 3. Floppy disk drive. A.
Floppy disk.
1 of
So-
3.
W.
Desktop
This will
list.
be the end
Recycle
of the
bin.
video. Finally, the overall quality is good, but compared to Windows as a VMware player, this is not the most optimal solution for creating and playing around the virtual machines. And also the downside of this system is that you cannot install Windows other than any operating systems. Okay, yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you have gained some knowledge from this video, and if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas,
Shut down window.
please post in the comment section. It would help me a lot. I am
Input capture window.
always here to help you guys. Now these days I'm getting lots of comments from you guys, questions, so I'll try my best to answer all of their questions. Do not worry about that. Okay, so
Status bar. Pane. Input capture window. Status bar. File alt plus F.
you have to come file.
Settings.
Now this is little bit tricky, guys.
Status bar.
What is the-
Action alt CTR turn off shutdown. D turn off. T.
Let's click the
Turn off machine dialog. Are you sure you want to turn off this virtual machine? This is equivalent to powering off a computer, so data loss is possible. Don't turn off. Please don't have turn off button alt plus T. Pressed. Windows 10 on status bar.
Okay, now
Hyper-V manager. Status bar.
this status bar means that connect. After we pressed connect, this window will come.
Start. File alt settings. E. CTRL plus alt plus DVD drive. Diskette drive.
Now there are some more
Start
options now.
File alt setting. Exit X. Hyper-V manager. Virtual machines. Win 7. Windows 10 virtual machine.
Now let's delete this virtual machine.
Delete selected virtual machines dialog. Are you sure you want to delete all of the selected virtual machines? Don't delete button alt plus N. Please don't ask delete button alt plus pressed. Hyper-V manager. Virtual machines list. Windows 10.
I'd like to delete this Windows
Delete selected.
7.
Please don't ask delete button alt pressed.
Now it may take some time because the size is very high. So yes, finally, thank you for watching. You have to play around with this then and get familiar with that, because I cannot show every options which this VMware has to offer for us. So it depends on your passion, on your needs, on your empathy, if you are very much passionate, then you can play around with the virtual machine, the Hyper-V. Yes, so thanks for watching. See you in the next video. As I said, I have provided my Facebook page link. Please go visit my Facebook page and press the like button and stay in touch with me. So system has been stuck. Yeah, so signing out, Mohomed Rashad.